start with a little thoughts, a big thoughts for all our friends around the world who have been affected or where family has been affected by the coronavirus. I think we cannot be insensible to this global phenomenon. I think it's really tragic and it's just sending thoughts to those people. Because we are lucky today, we can have a masterclass, drink a little bit of champagne, but some people are in hospital or could be even worse, so just want to have a thought of them. So my name is Julien. Just a little bit of background, because I'm going to talk a little bit about champagne. I've been working for Michelin star restaurant for about 10 years in Paris and in Singapore. So I know a little bit about wine, about champagne, about sake, whatever we can drink. I joined a distribution company called Sarment about close to 6 years ago to know a little bit more about the distribution in Asia and in Southeast Asia. And today we are going to talk about the champagne, the sustainability of champagne, and in depth on Henri Giraud, which is an artisan family house where Mr. Claude Giraud represents the 12th generation. A little bit of numbers, because of course everybody knows champagne, everybody drinks champagne. I hope if you are here, everybody does. If you haven't started, please open the bottle right now, Mr. Gadiou. This one is for you. And I think I put those numbers, it was not in the slide, but I remember a few years ago we had some serious discussion, and I think these are numbers that are really important to understand how major is the Champagne region in terms of bottle production, in terms of revenue, and in terms of economy. So the Champagne region overall, and those are the 2018 numbers, I'm sorry I don't have the 2019. It's about 16,000 growers. So what I mean by growers is Champagne, unlike other regions, they don't own their vineyard. There is a system where you have the growers who are basically farmers. They are the ones who own the land, who are harvesting the grapes. You have the champagne houses that basically establish long-term contracts with those growers in order to sustain sourcing and production. And then basically those houses will after market into different region of the world or in France as well. As of 2018, 340 houses. So what I mean by houses is a big house of champagne. It's not the wine grower or just the growers. For a production of around approximate 360 million bottles. So quite impressive for a category. I mean, champagne can be only called champagne within the delimitation of the appellation of the region. So it's about 300 plus villages or commune or town that can pretend to have the appellation champagne. In terms of the varietal, it's fairly consistent between the Pinot Noir. Pinot Noir is what represents the birth and the awareness of les grands vins de Champagne long time ago, where basically AI was and is still one of the main locations for such very high reputation. So Pinot Noir represents around 40% and Meunier and Chardonnay 30% each. So it's fairly well balanced, and for a revenue of 4.9 billion euro in 2019. So it's not too bad to be in this industry, and of course the wine tastes pretty good. So cheers, guys. in terms of the export market, it will be around 50%. 50% of the production is going out, and countries will vary depending on the year, but it's pretty much 50-50. 50% for the domestic French market and 50% for the export market. So when we talk about 360 million bottles, why I want to put a really point on this is because today what we are going to talk about, it's a micro house. Henri Giraud, on average, they produce and they have been producing between 2 to 250,000. Of course, this will depend on the yield on the vintage, but is around this number. So imagine 250,000 is a fraction of 360 million bottles. If you compare those big, very renowned houses who produce between 15 to 19 million bottles on average per year, at 250, you are really able to do craftsmanship. You are able to strive for the excellence and to bring the essence of the terroir. And I think this is what, since Mr. Claude Giraud took over, he implemented, and I think he managed to hit a very high premiumization on the product. So this was the little part about numbers, and I think it was pretty relevant. History, I mean, we are not going to go through the entire history. This is not, how to say, we are not conducting a full class about the history of Champagne, but I think Pierre Perignon or Dom Perignon, depending how you want to call him, has played a major role from a quality point of view. Why? He was not the one who invented the second fermentation or why the champagne is bubbly, but he has an extensive knowledge and expertise about the way to blend the best plot, the best parcel, the best terroir, and that I will say, if Henri Giraud today is able to do some very special blending about the different and the best part of the Haï Grand Cru, while using the best forest terroir to build the barrel, I think they are just following the legacy of Pierre Perignon. Of course, there is a lot of houses are doing extremely good job, but Henri Giraud, I think they are really a step forward in terms of the traceability, and we are going to talk later on what it means for Henri Giraud. So Henri Giraud started in 1625 with the Aymar family. At that stage, he was not the Giraud. So Henri Giraud is the association, the alliance between the Aymar family and the young Léon Giraud, as Mr. Gardiou will have a little smile. And with Claude Giraud, with the 12th generation. A very important historical fact is recently, in 2015, I'm not too sure about the date, but I believe it was in 2015, when, so don't get confused, it's not the Champagne region that was awarded at the UNESCO World Site Heritage. It's the hillside of the Champagne region, the cellars, and the houses. So those three elements, they were awarded UNESCO World Site Heritage for its unique and complex model. What it means? It means that those three elements manage over time to sustain on wars. You have the World War I, the phylloxera disease, that was a very important disease on the wine tree, and crisis. Of course, there are many other regions that manage to go over those three different elements, but this is really hillsides the cellars is not just like any cellars, it's the underground cellars and the houses, in a way that they managed to build a model that go beyond time, with the system of growers, champagne house in terms of trade. They managed to go beyond the, at that stage champagne was just an artisan product, and they managed to reach the industrial level. If we look at, today they produce 260 million, so I think it's pretty impressive. From a couple of thousand bottles in the 16 or 1550 to 360 million is more than just one man or one industry, and that's why they have been awarded UNESCO World City Heritage. And not only the region have been awarded heritage, but I think it's the symbol of what champagne means. So it's not just a drink of you drink champagne and it tastes good. No, it's really, I think those three adjectives or words are very powerful. Festivity, celebration, reconciliation. It's like almost regardless of how you feel or what you achieve, you can drink champagne. So I just want to say cheers, guys, on this.